Coming up on BKTV Live, a Farmington High School senior is making waves in the business world.
The yearbook class is hard at work putting together this year's book.
Plus, the Farmington Public Library has several special programs for teens.
These stories and a check of sports next on
BKTV Live.
You guys hear audio on that or no?
Happy New Year, FHS. It's 32 degrees and cloudy outside, and monkeys are loose in St. Louis.
Have you had nothing to do recently? Farmington Public Library has programs that might help. Savannah Walker, Jocelyn Soltis, and Marcus Birch have the story.
The Farmington Public Library is offering programs for many different ages. They have programs set up for teens and small children. Julie Walker is a librarian at the Farmington Public Library. She says what the children's program Pluck a Feather is all about.
What the kids would do is they would come in and they would pluck a feather from giblets or turkey's tail, and they would complete one of the couple of tasks that we had in each one of the envelopes. They were simple tasks. The kids could write down what they were thankful for, or they could color a picture, or they could color one of the feathers, and they would give it to the staff, and they could get a snack and a toy from our treasure chest.
Rachel Mullins is the teen librarian. She says the Teen Cafe is a fun activity to take part in.
The Teen Cafe is a program at the library where we open up our community room all day for teens to drop in, and we kind of set it up like a cafe. So they'll have snacks and drinks, games. We might do shows sometimes. It would just change it up. Sometimes we have small crafts. It's just a good place to go for teens to hang out pretty much all day off and on, and there's no obligation to stay. They could just come in and do a craft and leave if that's what they want. But it's really fun because we have teen volunteers who work really hard to help make it really special. And last time we did the Teen Cafe, we did boba tea.
She also says they have many other programs that teens can attend.
So we've got Teen Cafe, we've got teen book boxes. Those always have, if you don't know what you want to read, but you have some ideas of the types of things you like to read, those are a good thing to sign up for. And then we always do new themes, and you get snacks and crafts and books. So that's a good opportunity to participate in a library activity on your own time, even if you can't be at the library sometimes. We have teen volunteer opportunities. So if you need those hours for school or something, there's always an opportunity to do that. We do a teen art program in the spring to celebrate Youth Art Month. So if you need a good outlet for art, and that'll also incorporate food in some capacity because food's always great to have. We also have the teen library con every summer, and that's a good place. We do a lot of activities that you would do at a real Comic-Con. We have guests that present stuff. We have people who run Dungeons and Dragons campaigns. If you haven't had an opportunity to play that before and you're a beginner, it's a good place to start to try it out. We do prizes. We do scavenger hunts for that. We do cosplay contests. If you've never been able to experience a Comic-Con, it's a good opportunity to do it at the library for free without a library card. You can just come to the event.
Walker says that you can make a donation to the library and get rid of your fines.
And also, if anyone wants to participate in Food for Fines, they can do that too. That's a program we do every year. This year, we started it a month early. We're partnered with one of the church groups here in town, and what people do is they will come in and they will donate canned goods or foods that are non-perishable, and so each individual piece would count as $1 towards their fines. So if you bring those in, then it not only benefits you by taking care of your fines, but it helps someone in need. So we send those along, and so far in the last month, we've had over 400 items that were donated, which is really, really good. So that will continue on until, I believe, the end of December.
If you want to participate in these programs, visit the Farmington Public Library's website for library hours and more program information. For BKTV, it's Savannah Walker, Marcus Birch, and Jocelyn Soltis.
For more information, contact the Farmington Public Library.
Every year, a class at FHS tells the story of the school year through pictures and quotes. Marley Armonite, Michaela Brotherton, and Chandler Connor explain how the yearbook is put together.
Yearbook is a program at FHS that allows students to use creativity in telling the story of the school year while putting all the parts together. Mr. Dykes tells us more.
Yeah, so there's many different parts of a yearbook, everything from design to photography to coverage, so I try to teach that through different lessons. But one thing we're really focusing on this year is using different coverage reports to see how many times a student is used in the yearbook, and basically seeing who needs to be in the yearbook more.
Yearbook also has different roles. Leah Heaps informs us all about it.
So I am the yearbook's copy editor, and that's just a fancy way of saying that I'm in charge of making sure that all of our stories and the grammar is correct, the actual story is correct. I make sure our whole yearbook looks cohesive and actually goes together, follows our theme, and I make sure nothing stands out as different in the book.
In your book, your job is what you do all year and is different depending upon your role.
What you do your job-wise is essentially what you're going to do the whole time. So our designers, everyone gets a page in the yearbook, and everyone is responsible for making sure their page is correct. And if they need photos, they go take the photos themselves, and then our photographers are in charge of just capturing every moment, all the important ones.
A lot of work gets put into the yearbook every year, and thank you to everybody who helps make it so special. From BKTV, this has been Marley Armonite, Michaela Brotherton, and Chandler Connor signing off.
Don't forget to purchase your yearbook at jostens.com.
Now it's time for sports with members of the sports broadcasting class.
Hi, I'm Jasper Maz, and this is your sports update. Farmington Knights varsity boys basketball team lost to Jackson and defeated St. Genevieve last week. The Knights now have a record of 8-5 in the season and will face Central Friday night.
The girls' Knights basketball team are ranked number 2 in the state in Class 5. They beat both Cape Central and Dexter last week. The Knights now have a record of 12-2 in the season. The Farmington girls wrestling team competed in the Central tournament last week. The Knights placed 11th out of 24 teams.
The boys wrestling team will participate in the Willard tournament this weekend, while the girls swim team will participate in the Jackson Relays. That's sports on BKTV. Yeah!
Our next sports live stream is the boys' game Monday night against the Potosi Trojans.
Fan favorite store Gravity Sneakers has moved locations. Corbin Halfley and Michael Whitaker have the details.
FHS senior and entrepreneur Billy Fielder owns and operates Gravity Sneakers here in town. This past fall, Billy relocated his store into the heart of downtown Farmington. Mr. Fielder tells us more about the move.
It was pretty rough to begin with. All the walls had to be painted, and there was some carpet that needed to be covered up. So I always did the grass thing, and all the stores that I've always had grass, so I made sure to put that in there. And then something was just telling me to get an orange rug, so I got an orange rug. It's random. You would never walk in there, expect to see an orange rug, you know? And then that couch over there, I've had a bunch of people tell me, why is the couch up there? Because it's random. You know, it's fun. It's not something that you normally would see somewhere else. It's just a cool way to add to the uniqueness of the place.
With the new location, many customers are wondering, what all is changing at Gravity Sneakers?
All the deals are just as good as they were, if not better. But then it gives a bigger and better environment while you're here. Like, I can play music louder. I can have a better looking place. I can do what I want to the walls. I'm going to have a TV in here next week. Just all that kind of little stuff. It's going to be a lot more fun in here, more inviting. With the glass windows, I have mannequins now. I have all that. It feels like, I've actually had somebody say, it feels like an actual store now. You know, like in the factory, it kind of felt as if it was just kind of a rented out corner. And now it's an actual store. Like, they feel like they're actually walking in to, I know I'm saying it a lot, but a store. You know, it's different. It's better. It's, you know.
This new space has opened many doors for Billy and his business, including new happy faces and even happier feet.
I've seen a bunch of new people, met a bunch of new cool people. I have new neighbors. Just it's fun, meeting a bunch of new people. Just remember 122 East Columbia Street in Farmington, open 3 to 8 Monday through Friday. And then weekend hours are different. I'm not 100% on those weekend hours yet, but I'll keep it posted. And follow Gravity Sneakers on Instagram and Facebook if you don't have Instagram.
After almost a year of business, Gravity Sneakers keeps growing with no end in sight.
Reporting for BKTV Studios, this has been
Corbin Halfley
and
Michael Whitaker.
Yeah.
Billy store for all your sneaker needs.
That's it for today's show
We'll see you next time
on
BKTV Live.